Hey, Ricardo, I was gonna send her for a drug and test now.
I wanted to. She's here. I was worried she didn't make it.
No,
You're
she's
okay.
here.
Okay, perfect.
I'll talk
Well,
to
that
her.
was an issue, Judge. It was, she's got two cases.
Right?
It was set on Monday. We're supposed to put it on Friday, and one is today, one is tomorrow.
I have no idea what happened. I don't know.
Okay. The only reason I say that is because earlier this week, on Monday, I reached out to the people that are supposed to call her. We got a number. They said that they've been trying to contact her. She denies it. She looked through her phone. There's a back and forth. So maybe we'll resolve this right now if she's allowed to call them and do this interview possibly right now.
Good,
Okay.
good. And then, okay, can you hold off on her real quick? So,
Okay. Let me see if we can coordinate this. All right, Brianna. Judge, good morning. I have Miss Morelli on your docket. I think, so was there a conversation at the bench with Miss Morelli, Judge, or was it about?
yeah, I was gonna do no contact because she has a prior assault against this person. But mom was saying that that's gonna be impossible. So I was hoping that you could talk to them. And I don't, because I don't know what the family dynamic is. Do they live together? Do they not live together? Do one takes the other to school or work? I don't want to interfere with work, but it also scares me because they have a prior assault. Perhaps it's only when alcohol is consumed, because it seems like here we have alcohol that's being consumed, right? And then, so perhaps we'll just no alcohol, no drugs, and I'll allow contact as long as she has a monitor, so we know she's not using.
I did put in an offer, Judge, 18 months deferred, so no alcohol, no drugs, no negative contact.
Yeah, I mean, they still need to do their diligence though as well. I mean, they still need to do their stuff as well. So, I mean,
They don't live together, Judge, and they have a seemingly good relationship. They don't live that far from one another. They support one another. My client also supports the mother of the complainant. Her grandmother is a senior citizen. My understanding is they're trying to work through their problems. It's a mother-daughter situation. So I'd like to, I mean, as far as you mentioned the monitor, is that what you want to impose for purposes of
well,
the?
because there's a second assault against this person. Typically, when there's a second assault and a family member, a second assault of a family member, typically I don't allow contact, because it's already twice now. And so I'm willing to allow the contact if I know that she's not using. That's all I want to know, is that she's not going to use. And I don't want to just take her word for it. That's my issue. So I was going to give her a monitor and allow her to have contact, and I'll pay for everything. So nothing will come out of her pocket, And then after a couple months, if I know that we can trust her, then I'll take it off.
I would, if I could,
Sure.
just ask the court to consider not putting a monitor on, Judge. The case I believe you're referring to is a case from 2018 that was ultimately dismissed. I don't know too much about that case. Obviously, I didn't represent her. My understanding is she works as a personal trainer. A monitor on her ankle, obviously, judges, I understand the court's position.
For a portable device.
Okay.
A portable device, she blows in it once every couple hours. So she doesn't have to theoretically keep it on her. She keep it in her car. She goes out, blows into it, and then goes.
Okay.
That way it's not as intrusive. For the time being,
Monitor
I know.
alcohol consumption.
Correct. I don't want her to drink. I don't want her to use. Whatever is causing the alleged assault. What happened in 18? You have the DIMS? Was it alcohol?
18,
Yeah, and that assault.
So I spoke with the mother, the CW, and she said that all of the defendant's past charges were all because of alcohol, is what the mother advised me. I can look at the DIMS real quick. Yeah, it says that they were both intoxicated and they've both been.
Unreasonable request, because I'm not going to allow contact unless I know that she's not consuming. So if she wants it, she's going to get a monitor. And like I said, I'll pay for it.
Could I propose to her just an option, Judge? Like, hey, if you want to be around your mom, you're gonna have to have a court by at least for a couple of months. if you don't want to have any contact, and you're gonna, you have to abide by no contact order, then you won't have a court advice. Can I
Correct.
propose that to her? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'll leave it up to you guys, whatever you want to do.
And as far as just her being a judge, did she make any statements other like?
No, I told him this, as soon as like she started to say anything about the case, I said, stop. I don't want to know anything. I don't want them to talk about the case. I don't want anything like that. Nope, never.
All right, thank you, Judge.
Okay. Who do you have?
I'm hearing Uceda's Elia, EUCEDA,
Okay,
and the state evalved it for some stop issues that we pointed out that they don't agree with. So I'm thinking about starting on a mitigation packet, but I know the case is getting sort of old, so I wanted to approach and just let you know that's where we're at.
okay. We'll give you a couple weeks. Is that definitely what you want to do, the mitigation?
I think so. I need to talk to the client to be sure, but I think that's the route that we're gonna take.
So let's do this. We'll give you 2.5 weeks. If that's the route, he's got to have it done within the next 2.5 weeks.
Okay, we can do that.
Okay, have him come here, and then at that point, we'll send him to go do a T-RAS.
Okay.
And then after that, we'll give you another couple weeks for get the DAP interlock and all that kind of
Okay,
stuff.
do you want me to go ahead and get a T-RAS appointment today?
No, because we can just do a walkthrough next time you come.
Next time
That
we're-
way you don't have to commit,
Okay,
you just,
that sounds perfect.
you know,
Thank
yeah,
you.
there's no need because we could just do a walkthrough any next time you come
Okay,
back.
that sounds good. I'll
Okay.
just make sure he's on for his appearance on for that time.
Yeah, please.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Yes, ma'am. Hi.
We're approaching off docket on Katrina Rasul. The manager section is asking for an extension and I have a pre-signed waiver.
We have a pre-signed waiver.
I'll be entering it now.
Okay.
So theoretically, they have 30 days, but
I'm gonna put it this right after.
if you have any is she here now?
No, she's
It's
not.
off
She was,
docket, right?
yeah, she
Okay.
was here yesterday.
If you ever have any issues, just let me know. We can bring her back up and I can explain to her so that, you're probably not gonna communicate with her now though? or-
Well, I was gonna go over to the jail and let her know because she was.
If
gonna-
you have any issues, we can dock her the next day and I can explain to her what's going on.
Just let me know.
And then, also what I would do is take a copy of at least a pre-signed waiver page so that you can show her, look, this is what you signed. This is why you can't do anything about it.
Okay.
Next time, look before you sign and then,
Okay.
all right. Okay, I'll keep this and then I'm gonna give this back to you.
Okay. Do you want that copy? Yes.
Hey,
It's off docket. It's for Marquina Alvarado. I have hospital records or discharge papers.
where have you been? Been forever. I've seen you forever.
I know, I'm sorry, I've been busy.
That's okay.
Summer.
Do you have someone on today? Okay,
It's a off docket. His name is Marquina Alvarado. I think he was in PTI and he messed it up and he was in the hospital and you said.
I don't know this. Is there a warrant issued for his
Yes.
arrest? Okay,
Yes. So
where
I
is
just
he?
wanted to know if the paperwork that I have would be helpful to reinstate his bond.
Is he here?
No,
I'm not doing anything until he comes.
but I mean,
Really, it was a pain to get him into the program. And you know what? I find that this happens more and more and more, that the longer it takes someone to get into the program, it equates with the possible violation or whether they're going to whether they're going to succeed or not. I'm telling you, everyone that takes forever to get in the program, 9 times out of 10, we have to have a violation of one sort or the other. I don't know what it is, but so, I think we need to do something about it, it was a real pain to get him into the program, and here we are, and we had to issue a warrant because he's just not showing up. So I'm not doing anything until he actually appears. It's not fair, Why would you extend him the courtesy when he's, I don't even know what he did, and I'm going to tell you now, if he did nothing on the program, I'm going to be hard pressed to keep him on. If he just signed the paperwork and just blew us off and never did anything, because I don't know what happened. I have no report. I don't know. Oh, he's already removed. Okay, so he needs to come here and he needs to either, accept the deal or we set it for trial. you know, and we can do that. And if he comes in to take care of it, I'm happy to reinstate.
Okay.
But tell him to be prepared to do something with the case. You know, it's none of this, that backboard, no. If you have the evidence, go with it, go through it with him so he knows exactly what's going on, what he's facing, and then, yeah, but let him know, the longer he's out there, the more he risks going to jail. And if he goes to jail and he's not here documented, then it could get an ISO, you know?
Okay,
So just let me know.
okay, thank you.
Okay. Morning, Mr. Silva.
Good morning, Honor.
Mr. Silva, you're charged with 2 cases. Charged driving while intoxicated. You're also charged with possession of marijuana. Is the weed case getting dismissed, Mr. Isaguirre?
Yes, the POM, yes, that's right.
Okay, so it looks like as part of the plea bargain agreement, they're going to dismiss the marijuana case against you. If you're pleading on the DWI, you need to understand that the DWI will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. It's even there after you die. This is important because when you get pulled over, what do you think an officer does?
You're gonna check if I'm either high or drunk.
Well, first thing, they're going to look at your record. They're going to see that you have a prior DWI. If they come up to you and smell alcohol or dope, what do you think they're going to do?
Be back in the same situation I am today.
Right. What we're doing today, you will now forevermore be facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. Do you understand? No more proverbial slaps on the wrist from now on. It's a minimum of 30 days in jail.
Understand.
Okay. You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you can never change this. It will go on your record and it'll be there forever. Is this what you want to do? How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? I will find you guilty. I will send you to 3 days in jail. I'll give you credit for the 1 day that you've done. I'm going to suspend your license for 90 days. Do not drive until you get a license. Good luck, sir. Thank you.
On the third charge, I was worried about that. He's a dishwasher at Mambo's and makes $1,800. And besides every, the light, water, gas, he's got a quick cash loan, Judge, that they've had him for years at the interest. He has to pay $450 twice a month on that.
What?
Yeah. So I'm
For
just
what?
for a loan that he borrowed some money, and I was just going over this.
That's insanity.
I had got a good
What
chunk
interest
of,
rate is that? 50%?
I think they said probably 40. They told me if I pay less than the minimum or don't pay past the minimum, they increased the payment wise. Before it was like
You need to
380.
get that thing paid off, man. They're
That's what
taking you
I'm
for a
trying
ride and then some. That's lunacy.
I had to fix my truck. The transmission was messing up, so I needed to borrow a good chunk of money to try to rebuild the transmission. On
That's
it.
usurious.
Sorry.
That's usurious.
No, it's
Usury.
terrible. No. It's like, what? I said,
Don't, you gotta go pay that thing off, man. If you gotta go sell the truck to go pay that thing off, that's what you gotta do.
That's what I'm thinking about because right now I can't drive. It's messing up on me now. So.
even the court costs, Judge, we were, we gotta.
You know, it would cost you more or it cost you less to take an Uber everywhere than what you're paying for that payday loan. That's.
Well, at this point, I'm thinking about considering a bike to take to work, so I'm not worried about Uber. I'm not too far from my job, so it won't be too much. of an
If you're
issue.
paying that much money, you're better off renting an apartment close to the Mambo where you work and taking a bike and sell your car to pay off that loan. That's
Bike
ludicrous.
ride to my house is like 20 minutes, 30 minutes at most. Not too far. But as of right now, I
So you
can't.
say, "Given." Okay. But I'm gonna tell you now, if you come back here with another DWI, I'm gonna tell you what he's asking me to do is he's asking me to wipe off about $3,500 worth of court costs, fines and fees to DPS that you would otherwise be paying today. When you get a DWI second, it hits around $7,500 and greater. Get ready because you come back with the DWI, it's very possible that happens. Think before you get into a car. Even if you've had half a beer, you get pulled over, it's not going to go well. Don't get into a car, even if you've had a sip of alcohol. Do you understand? We're not gonna play this game again. Okay, all right, you got it.